So let's summarize what we said today. We went through a bunch of different objects. What's the size that's useful? So the first two examples were a thick rope that you could use as a handle for a basket, or a soft weed which you can use as a handle for a sieve, which is obviously much smaller. Why wouldn't you use a rope for a sieve? Because it will scratch it. And then we added oil or fats, the amount that you would put under a cracker to bake. And any soft bits and pieces of fabric, you would make a small ball the size of a nut. A cracker that you would bake is the size of a coin that's a seller, which is the size of a dried fig. Then we spoke about paper. Paper is the size of this receipt of the tax collectors, which is 2 large letters. There's one brayso which says 2 letters. So either it means 2 large letters, or it means 2 regular letters and the part that you can hold it. And by the tax collectors, they didn't have the part to hold it, and therefore it matches to the same size. Then there's another brayso which says that if you take out an erased piece of paper or a written document which is already paid, so if you have an empty space the size of 2 letters, then it's already useful. So this fits more with the first explanation of Shesh's explanation, that 2 letters mean 2 large letters. Because if 2 letters mean 2 small letters, here you cannot add the part to hold, because you can hold the part that you cannot write on, the part that's written on, and then you'd just be left with 2 small letters, and it won't add up to the 2 letters for the tax collectors. That's why this brayso fits more with the first explanation of Shesh's explanation. Then the actual receipt, till when is it useful? So Tanakama says till you showed it to the tax collector. He says no, later also. Why? Either for the police, or if they show it to another official, or just to keep it in your records, to show it for the future. If they want to tell you don't pay taxes, here, look, I pay taxes. You keep it for your records. Then we spoke about in the brayso, what if someone carries a paid document, a loan document that was already paid? Tanakama says you're potter, and Rabbi says you're chayiv. So the first explanation was, Tanakama says you're not allowed to keep a paid document, you have to destroy it. Rabbi says you're allowed to. And therefore I could use it to cover a jug. Yeah? The second explanation is no, we're talking about a document which no one recognizes the signature of the witnesses. So the borrower could have said it was forged, but he said, no, it's true, but I paid. So the question is, since he's the one that validated the shtar, could we trust him that he paid? Rabbanan say yes, and therefore it's useless. Maybe this is no, and therefore it's still useful, therefore he's still chayiv. Then we'll have one more explanation of Mitzvah Hashem tomorrow.